We drove 3 hours to the airport just for our family to be separated. Hey there, beautiful people. Now, I know that sounded a little dramatic, but when you're traveling with 9 children 1,000 miles away from home, I think it's going to be a little dramatic somewhere or another. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't intentional that we got separated. As a matter of fact, I had everything planned to the T. But unfortunately, when you're flying, especially when you're flying as a family of 11, you have to expect some hiccups. Now, the airline told us that they could get us all back on the same flight, but it wouldn't be for another 2 days. So we prayed about it and made the tough decision to go ahead and send our teenagers ahead of us and take all the little kids with us. And so we did it. Anita, TJ, and Nathaniel flew ahead to New York, and 3 hours later, the rest of us were boarding a plane to head there too. Now, we always sit in the back of the plane because we want to be close to the restrooms. And if you just so happen to get on this aircraft after us and there were no instructions for how to exit the plane in case of an emergency, it's because little Miss Noti took those instructions. I'm sorry. And this is why I sit behind my children when we're flying, because I would be so embarrassed if he was reaching out to somebody else like this for gum. Anyway, so it was time to take off. I was nursing one baby and holding the hand of another. Now, because of the weather, in-flight service was delayed, so that meant we weren't getting any little trail mix. And that's the only reason I fly Southwest, because of that trail mix, but that's okay. I brought my own snacks. After about an hour in the air, they finally brought our little trail mix. And because I don't drink alcohol, I got a cranberry mix with ginger ale. Little Miss No Teeth doesn't care about anything. She slept the whole flight, as did her father, because apparently he doesn't care about anything either. Because, sir, how are you just taking a nap 42,000 feet in the air? It can never be me and Noah James. We were wide awake. So what should have been a 2-hour flight ended up being a 4-hour flight because they had to go around the weather in the Northeast. Now, while I was absolutely exhausted at that point, apparently some of my family members were not, we gathered our luggage from baggage claim and took the obligatory I Heart New York photo. Oh, and I know you're wondering about our teenagers. They had already gotten to New York several hours before us, and they were already napping at the Airbnb. They should have taken Noah James with them because he was ready for a nap. While we went to try to find some food before heading out into New York traffic, we ended up settling for bagels at the coffee shop in the airport. In the meantime, some guys from the local news station approached me for an interview about our flight and all of the delays caused by the weather. And I just love talking to people, so I obliged. Several of you sent me DMs saying that you saw me on your local television station. Hey, y'all. We made it on over to the Airbnb. I thought Nathaniel was coming to give me a hug. He was actually coming to get his sister. We brought all of our luggage inside, and by we, I mean Mr. Jacade and the boys. By the time we got settled, it was time to order some dinner. And usually when you go to a new city, you want to order food that the locals eat. You want to try something new. You want to try the food that makes that city famous. But because we were all pretty much tired, I wanted to go with something that I knew the kids would eat because we eat it all the time at home. So I went ahead and went with some Panera. And I don't care that some of y'all call Panera cafeteria food. That cafeteria food comes through when it needs to. I just ordered a variety of salads, a variety of soups. It came with a choice of apples or chips as a side. I also got a variety of bagels. Those will carry us over into breakfast, I suppose. And then starting tomorrow, we'll eat what the locals eat. But what I really want is a hot dog from Hot Dog Cart. The nastiest hot dog cart you ever did see. Side note, I'm so glad Panera included utensils because y'all already know I'm not even going to say it. Anyway, dinner turned out marvelously. But tomorrow, I want to go find some good pizza. And the last time we were all in New York, we had a good pizza delivered, and I don't remember the name of it, but I'll figure it out. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful that although things did not go as planned, and I honestly shed quite a few tears, my family made it all in one piece, even though we made it at separate times. And y'all always tell me that I make it look easy. It's not easy. As a matter of fact, I compare my life to that of a duck. Smooth and calm on top of the water, paddling like you know what underneath. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.